Happy weekend, everybody.
Happy Saturday. We have the Prosecco going at Jamie's house.
Mm-hmm.
We have the focaccia rising nicely. It's looking good.
We made a new background for you guys to make it more exciting as you look behind us.
Yes, not just the blinds.
We were told that was extremely boring.
We're not boring.
Well, the kids think we're boring.
Well,
So, there's that.
never in my life have I been so stupid as after I had children, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
1,
2,
3, let's go!
So we promised that we would do a little video of our favorite things, our favorite kitchen things.
Yes.
And you commented yesterday that I like to organize and clean things, but I just want to say that my home is not organized or clean, and it does look like a hoarder lives there. So basically what I'm going to be showing you are things I'm striving to do, and I'm hoping to someday be clean and organized. So
Thank you for your honesty.
yes, that's what we're all about. We are all about being honest and truthful in who we are.
100% for real.
Yeah, so we both brought in a few things, and we'll talk about each of them, and this will probably be a long video.
Yeah.
So just kind of buckle up, and we'll have some fun here.
Hang with us.
Yeah, so the first thing that I thought of when I was doing my favorite things is one of these crazy slap chop things. You guys have probably seen these like as made on TV or in Costco. They have them sometimes set up. These things are the best. I have one here and one up at the cabin. And if you're chopping stuff, vegetables for like ceviche or hot sauce, this thing is amazing. You can grate cheese, you can slice vegetables. It's really good, and it's really good like if you're having a rough day, you can just really slam it down and get everybody coming into the kitchen to see what you're working on.
Yeah. And to stay away. It's super aggressive. Man.
Yeah. Okay, your turn.
Okay, my first favorite thing is something that pretty much gets used every day in my house, and you wouldn't believe it if I told you, but really, it does. This is a microplane. Really, these are about $10, but they are great for zesting citrus. So if you're making like lemon blueberry bread, or you're zesting a grapefruit for something you're cooking, limes, whatever. But also we buy a big block of Parmesan at Costco, and Gehrig plays the Parmesan fiddle here. And Parmesan all over the place. So this thing is really great. Actually, I think I need a new one. I think this one's kind of dull. But yeah, super great. I'll post a link on Amazon for this thing.
Cool. Okay, so one of the things that I love, stop giggling. These are, what would you call this? They call it a reusable paper towel, but it's more like a reusable dish rag, because I'm a big fan of the dish rag, to wipe down the counters and stuff. But if we don't hang them properly to dry out, they get stinky and yucky, right? So these, this is the papaya one. I don't know if you can see that. This is the papaya company, and these things are so cool because they dry like hard paper is what it feels like, but as it dries, it kills off any and all bacteria. So you can just like let it set out or hang. They have these little hooks, and when they dry out, they're like brand new again. So then when they get kind of funky looking, you just throw some dish soap on them, and they're just brand new again. So they're really cool. Now this one has a fun pattern. It's papayas, okay?
It's hot vagina.
It is, okay?
It's hot vagina.
It is papayas. And I did not know that this was the brand on here until I just opened these, so.
Spotted labia. That's
Papayas. And I did not know that this was the brand on here until I just opened these, so.
Spotted labia. That's
Anyway, they have a lot of fun prints to choose from as well, but these are really cool. and I
Someone
haven't.
needs to see a doctor.
Jamie ruined
Okay, now me.
Go.
You guys know what this is. It's a juicer, right? On a citrus kick, I guess. But this is super handy if you're like mixing drinks. If you're juicing lemons, say you have a ton of lemons and you don't know what to do with all of them, you can just juice them.
Make lemonade.
You can make lemonade, or you can put the juice in like a ice tray and make little, teaspoons worth of lemon juice. That's really handy to have if you bake on a regular basis.
Yeah,
So
that's a nice one.
yeah, you can get these at Walmart. FYI, you're not supposed to put it with like the pulp side up, even though it's got like ridges, like you would think that it's pulp side down for sure.
Yeah, more juice.
More
Get
juice. You squish it. It's also very satisfying for your anger and aggression.
Anger management. That's a plus. Okay, so my next one is kind of boring, but also I find this is very exciting. So this is a set of cutting boards that I got on Amazon. There's 3 different sizes. And sometimes you just need a teeny tiny one, right? Like if you're just gonna do limes for your Dos Equis bottle, or if you need a little bit bigger, you have a choice. But they have these nubs on the bottom that they don't slip on your countertop,
I
and
like that, actually.
yeah, and they're really easy to keep clean, or you can throw them in the dishwasher.
Yeah.
Big time favorite thing right now. Links will be in the comments.
Yeah. I have a big old cutting board, and I have to actually put a damp towel underneath it because that sucker slips and slides all across the countertops.
Yeah.
Okay, so my other kitchen thing, it's a bench scraper or a dough cutter. I use it for many different things. There is kind of a sharp edge. Not like you're gonna cut yourself sharp, but if you wanted to, like say you were making dough for pasta, for bread, whatever, you can use it to slice that. But then you can also use it to pick up a pile of onions to put in the pot, or you can use it to scrape down your bench if you have been kneading dough on your countertop. Really, really handy. I think this one's Rachel Ray. It matches my pots. But I've had one of these forever, and I use it really the most like at Christmas time when we start to do like the weird baking things, not like the everyday stuff. But yeah, super handy, not expensive.
Yeah. Okay, my next one is I'm kind of gonna do 2 at a time. So I brought 2 things. They're my favorite cleaners. So first one, Dawn Power Spray. This one is the lemon scent, which this is new to me. I didn't know they had this, so I'm excited. This stuff works amazing. And then if you get something like an olive oil or something on your clothes, you just hit it with this stuff and then throw it in the washer. It'll be gone.
Yeah.
So loving that spray.
I
Now
actually keep one by the washer.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah, I have one beside the washing machine instead of
I'm
using
gonna do
like a what's that, shout or whatever your stain removal is. I
Yeah.
just spray that stuff on it. Works like a dream.
Oh, that's really smart. I'm gonna do that. The next one I saw, this one looks kind of gross. I wanted to bring this for sure to show with you guys.
Ew, Hannibal Lecter.
I know, right? So all this is, this is a cleaner. This is citrus vinegar cleaner. And these are just peels from grapefruit, lemons, limes, and so you put your peels in the jar, and then you just pour straight vinegar, fill up the jar, cap it, and let it sit for 2 weeks. And then after the 2 weeks, it's all flavored citrusy. You can strain it into a bottle and just use this as a spray cleaner in your kitchen or your bathroom. It cuts through soap suds, it cuts through grease. It does smell like vinegar, but that dissipates very quickly.
Yeah.
And it's super cheap because you can get a huge bottle of white vinegar for like a couple bucks. So, and I've used this set of peels. I think this is the third soak I've done. So
I think you need new peels.
I'm gonna get new peels. Yeah. But it's like if you get a bunch of citrus and you you made your lemonade and you made your ice cubes for the freezer, then you just take your peels and put them in here and you're good to go. And it smells fresh.
Fresh. So fresh and so clean.
Yes.
Okay, so my most favorite kitchen item for my kitchen is actually my KitchenAid mixer. She's beautiful, but she's humongous, and I wasn't going to drag her over to the table. But
you guys know what a KitchenAid mixer is.
You know what it looks like. Mine's Tiffany blue because I'm especial. But one year for Christmas, my sister got me the noodle attachment for the KitchenAid, and you just plug the sucker right into the front of the KitchenAid where the attachments go, and you can make pasta. And let me tell you what, we make noodles every Thanksgiving, and sometimes at Christmas too. And the first year I did it with a pizza cutter and a rolling pin, and it took for fucking ever, right? But then also, they were so thick, my noodles were like French fries.
They were.
It was ridiculous. Still delicious.
Yeah, we ate them up.
No, we ate them, but this makes it so much easier. I mean, literally, it took it down from like a 2-hour project to like really 15 minutes.
Yeah,
I mean,
really quick.
Egg noodles, and you run it through makes it nice and thin, and then you run it through the noodle cutter. Boom, Bob's your uncle. You're done.
Who's Bob?
I don't know.
Well, you
Just
have,
something
is
to
it
say.
3 different sizes of
Yeah,
noodle?
so this one it rolls your sheet of dough out, and then you take it out and you plug in, like, say this one. See how so this gives you kind of a wide noodle, or this one, which would give you like a spaghetti.
Cool.
Yeah, we've never used the spaghetti. It's always been kind of the wider the wider egg noodle size is what we do. That was a thing that my Mima used to do for the holidays. She would make egg noodles, and then you cook it in your turkey gravy, and then so on top of your carb potatoes you put gravy,
as you would
with carbs. Why not?
As you do. Yeah.
Why not? Yeah, perfect.
Carbs on carbs on carbs.
Yes, it's perfect.
Okay, so this is like not mind blowing, but I have lazy Susans all over my house.
Who's Susan?
She's super lazy. I don't know what she did, but they named a whole bunch of stuff after her. So I picked this one up at Marshall's, right? It's got kind of a lip on it, and I'm using this one currently on our kitchen counter, and I put like the olive oil, the salt and pepper, you know, just kind of like a place to gather everything together so it's not sliding around. And it gives everybody a focal point when they're cleaning up to put stuff away. But we've got a really big one that's in the cabinet up over the refrigerator. So we have like all the alcohol up there, and you can just spin to win, I guess. And choose what bottle you're looking for. But it's like a space saver too. It makes it easier for you to find stuff. So if you have a weird space where you don't want to waste it, just try to find a lazy Susan that's kind of in that size frame, and then it'll really open things up for you.
Yeah. Okay, and my last thing is kind of vintage. This was actually my grandma's, and it is a nut crusher. If you look down in there, you see, you fill this up with your pecans or walnuts, whatever you're doing, and you turn the crank, and it breaks it up to like a like what you would use for an ice cream sundae, like
pretty
finely crushed nuts. That being said, it's a little bit hard to clean. Do you see
all
in there?
those nuts out of there.
It's a little hard to clean, but I have used this multiple times, again, during the holidays. You know, that's when you use all your weird kitchen shit. But this
maybe there's like a modern version.
There might be, and it might be called a food processor, of which I have one sitting on my counter. But I love this little thing. If you've ever used a food processor, it's 47 parts that all have to go in the dishwasher. Like, you pretty much run the dishwasher just for that. But this, hello.
Yeah.
It's nothing. Cute. It's nothing, and it's super cute, and it's vintage. Like me.
Well, I have one last thing that I don't really use very often, but it's so cool that I figured we had to showcase it. So Jamie got this board for me, and you can all see that this is a
backwards.
genuine charcuterie board with a little shark attached. So it's just like a hilarious joke.
Do you get it? Do you get it?
Shark coochie. Charcuterie.
There you go. Now we're all on the same page. You put your meats and cheeses on it.
Yeah.
And it's super cute. It's a pretty wood too. I think it's olive.
Yeah, I think it is. It's really nice.
Yeah, lots of fun. So anyway, we are going to keep working on the focaccia, and we're going to put that video together in fast forward because really it's a process, guys.
Yeah, and Anna's going to help us probably. Yeah.
And also,
oh,
I think that's our mom calling.
Maybe so.
Maybe.
Thanks for hanging out for our favorite things.
Favorite kitchen things. If you want us to do a favorite things of something else, please let us know because we have all of the favorite things.
Yeah. We need ideas too.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
It's not working.